Hello, my name is Tanner Pone, and I'm a student at Northern Arizona University. And today I want to tell you about the California State beach called Bolsa Chica. Bolsa Chica was founded in 1960, and it's known for its wildlife, surfing, camping, and fire pits. I grew up coming here and even work here during my summers. I can tell you firsthand that the environment that this place fosters is very family friendly and a great place to be. During this walkthrough today, I will touch on the effects pollution has on Bolsa Chica and the changes Bolsa Chica have implemented to prevent pollution. First, I will delve into the history of pollution that has plagued Bolsa Chica, earning it the name Tin Can Beach. Next, I will talk about the diverse wildlife that is affected by pollution. And finally, the measures put in place by Bolsa Chica to keep it from reverting back to what it once was. A weird fact about Bolsa Chica is the name it went under for many years. From the early 30s to the late 50s, this 3.5 mile stretch of land was under a different name. It was called by the locals Tin Can Beach. The reason it acquired this name is the heaps of trash that populated this area. And the reason it was called Tin Can Beach is the massive amount of beer cans that littered this whole stretch of land. The reason it got so bad is oil companies that owned this in the 20s made their money during the boom and left it unused and not monitored. Because of this, many transients called this their home. Also, vacationers and locals used this stretch of land as a party epicenter. Because it was private property, it was unwatched and unsupervised, so you could get away with a lot of things, and no one made you throw away your trash. The trash got bigger and more disgusting, and more people lived on the beach, that finally locals were fed up and came to their local legislation and urged them to buy this stretch of land from the local government, from the local companies. So state legislation tracked down these companies and finally purchased it back in 1960. When this beach was bought in 1960, it was renamed Bolsa Chica, and its act was cleaned up as well as the beach itself. Today, the beaches are cleaned up, and it's only a remembrance of what it was when it was called Tin Can Beach. So we must strive to keep it from never happening again. On the other side of PCH is the Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve. There you'll find a diverse amount of animals, such as seahawks, different types of owls, lizards, snakes, guitarfish, and a plethora of animals. Like stated earlier, Bolsa Chica State Beach has a very diverse animal population, as well as California native plant population that run along the beach. An example of the diverse wildlife found at the Ecological Reserve and also at Bolsa Chica. It's two osprey in their nest on top of a telephone pole. The Bolsa Chica wetlands are an important migratory resting spot and nesting ground for more than 320 species of birds. These birds include Canada geese, blue-winged teal, brown pelican, horned grebe, ospreys, and California gulls. In addition to birds, Bolsa Chica is home to 80 species of fish, 9 species of lizards and reptiles, and 13 species of mammals. Due to the pollution found at this beach, these animals face devastating consequences, such as loss of habitat, affected mating rituals, death, or even the destruction of an entire species. These birds bunnies, squirrels, and coyotes are not deterred from ruffling through the trash on Bolsa Chica State Beach to score an easy meal. I've seen it firsthand in the summer when there's hot dogs, tacos, corn, just animals eating human food, which is not right. When working, I've seen birds rifling through trash, and even beautiful birds such as osprey, also known as seahawks, eating trash. Not to say it's not terrible watching any animal eat trash, but seeing a beautiful large bird that is once endangered eating trash sickens me to my core. When I work here over the summer, we are constantly picking up trash. Every trash can that borders the trail has to be emptied once a day. This super army of trash cans is a force to be reckoned with, but a necessary task on keeping Bolsa Chica clean. As a maintenance worker, my main goal was keeping the beach clean. That consists of driving end to end at 4 in the morning, picking up trash before visitors arrived. Next, we would clean the restrooms. And then finally, at the end of the day, we would clean all these trash cans out. We did other jobs like painting, some plumbing, and fence work. But our main goal was to keep Bolsa Chica clean. Sadly, most days of the summer, the beaches would be destroyed from the night before, and we would always have to clean it by the morning. It did make me feel bad to see how people treated the beach, but it definitely made me feel better knowing that I'd made a difference by cleaning it. Bolsa Chica is a great place to surf, to camp, to enjoy a bonfire, or enjoy the beach any way you see fit. Locals have still not forgotten the history of Tin Can Beach. I know for one, my grandparents and parents still call it that to this day. Tin Can Beach is a prime example of pollution outcomes that can plague a whole wildlife if not kept up. Today, measures have been put in place to stop pollution and littering. But I know firsthand that this problem has not been subdued and is still hurting our local wildlife. We must come together and strive for a better Bolsa Chica for everything that enjoys this beach or lives here. I will now leave you with a quote by Jacques Consuet. Pollution of the air or of the land all ultimately end up in the sea.